What's up, everybody? Coaching for the Soul Thursday at 3 has begun. What's up, what's up, what's up? If you're watching this live, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel or on Spirit Channel TV, like the video on YouTube, subscribe, and leave a little comment, even if it's just hi Bill, an emoji, whatever. We need YouTube to use those algorithms to send Coaching for the Soul around the planet. So yeah, and if you watch it on the Spirit TV channel, awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to go and see what we're going to channel today. We're going to do a little bit of astrology. Yeah. So we'll see who pops on. But welcome to Coach for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. And I am doing $65 half hours through the 31st of May. Okay. Don't know what else we're going to do for June. We'll kind of flying by the seat of our pants. So we'll see what we're going to do. Also, memberships, okay? The memberships are fantastic. 5 different spiritual levels of guidance. Right now, I think there's 24 people in there now. We have a Zoom group connect every third Wednesday, every single month. Have private Facebook group. Yep. And yeah, from 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Okay. Check it all out at billhobart.com. Yeah, check it out. Reading specials will always be there at the very, very, very top. Yep, I think it says May specials up there. So yeah, check it out and see. $65 is about half off the regular price. So it goes to the 31st. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. June is going to be fantastic. I will tell you that. Astrologically, it's going to be amazing. Spiritual is going to be amazing. Astrologically, it's going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. So we have Saturn has moved into... Oh, Audrey, hey. Saturn has moved into Aries, okay? Right along with the rest of the group. and is setting up its boundaries, okay? Jupiter goes into Cancer on the 9th of June. Can't believe it's June already. It's crazy. 9th of June, that's going to be a blessing. Jupiter in Cancer is at home. It's all about love and spreading it and abundance and everything. Ask for what you want out loud. I'm telling you what. Do that, do that, do that, do that. Yeah, those are the big things. We've got the full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th. And there's just all kinds of amazing things happening in June. All right. We're already in Gemini season. It ends, I believe, on the 19th or 20th of June. And then Cancer season starts until the 19th of July. And between June and July, we should be digging it. I mean, everybody should be like, whoa, look. Okay. I will say this morning, I did a quantum energy meditation by Dr. Joe and Dispenza. And what is that about? I'm like in 5D since I did it. My ears are ringing like an octave I can't even imagine. Yeah, I've been floating all day. So we'll see what comes up with this. Yeah. I think that's it. I'm already up there. It's like we're gonna see what we're gonna talk about. I know it's gonna be quantum energy focused. Okay. And I put that meditation on my Bill Clairvoyant and my Bill Hobart Clairvoyant Medium Psychic page. Okay. This morning. And I'm gonna put it in the membership on the membership Facebook page. It is an extremely intense meditation. It's freaking cool as hell. I mean, I'm all about that, right? Like, wow. It just was classic. Just an amazing experience. So, and he says to do it every day. So that's the plan. So do that every day and see until I wear it out, right? Until my body says, yeah, okay, not really working anymore. Because we're already higher. Let's go higher. Okay. So understanding this, I will say this before I start to channel, because they're already talking to me, is that fifth dimension is right there. Okay. It's right there. You are at the beginning of your journey into 5D, right? It's going to be a quick transformation, right? Yes, we have, oh man, the energy is crazy. You can't hide. You can't hide from the transformation. It's going to happen anyway. But it's much easier if you participate in it. Okay, however you possibly can. I know people have jobs and things like that. But doing guided meditations is the most important thing you can possibly do. And speaking out loud to your spirit guides. Okay, if you want something, tell them. If you need something, it's not about a need. I want this. I want this. I want this. Unless I need to save my house. Again, those are basic things, right? But the wants are all about being selfish and all about taking advantage of the energy, right? There's big changes coming in June and July, everybody. And it's how they present it to you, okay? It's how they present it to you that is the most important thing. If you're open and allowing, because you're flowing, it will come brilliantly. Brilliantly. If your ego's in charge and you are still got one part of your body in 3D and one part of your body in 5, and you switch back and forth, first of all, it's exhausting on your body. Second of all, they're going to hit you when you're in 3D. Okay? And how do they hit you when you're in 3D? Not in a positive way. It will still be there, but you won't be but you may not be, wow, that was weird. You may not be prepared for it because you're not in the proper energy. So do your guided meditations twice a week. All right. If you are part of the crew in the member, like on the Zoom and in the member portal that is on Facebook, when I post meditations, I would advise that you do them, because they're there for your benefit to keep your vibration high. If you deny you're not going to do them because you have something better, okay. We'll talk during the monthly Zoom call on where you're at in your transformation. Because I've been sending them personally to people that I know, there's an orb right there, that I know are struggling. So I do that. But when I post them in the room, I would tell you to do them. Find time to do them. Okay? Don't fight with it, because if you fight with it, you're not going to get anything out of it. It's about allowing yourself to flow. Okay? Allowing yourself to flow. Okay. So, that brought me down big time. Okay. Let's see what we're going to channel. Okay. So I will first say, man, oh my God, the energy is crazy. The energy is quick as ever. I mean, it is flying. It is absolutely flying. Days are flying by like it's not even funny. Okay. I can't believe it's Thursday already, although we had money for a holiday, right? And we all know that things are going faster. And Spirit has been talking about this for at least a year, that it's quantum energy times 1,000. Things are moving so fast and so fast and so fast and so fast that, and our bodies have to keep up with that. Our bodies have to be extremely streamlined so we don't have to deal with the after effects or the in effects of absolutely being exhausted all the time. I'm exhausted all the time. I mean, big time. And it's difficult. because I can't do a whole lot. But that's their plan, right? Is the fact that everything else gets suspended. Everything else gets suspended, right? The things that I used to worry about. I've been trying to clean up my car for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks, right? And every day they plan on doing it, it goes so fast. And I'm like, I wanted to do that at like noon. It's gone. It's 3 o'clock already. Yeah. See? Going to the grocery is quick, you think. But time's going so fast that it doesn't connect together. Doing anything, work, anything, right? So that's going to continue as we go forward. What Spirit is afraid of is that because we live in a 3D world still, and it's all jacked up, that we're going to sequester, that we're going to do this, that we're not going to allow ourselves to be open and meditate, do our guided meditations, right? And speak out loud to our guides and be in a good space, when everything hits us. Because I'm telling you, you guys are going to get hit with so much awesome shit. We're going to be like, Bill, WTF. I get it, but I don't get it, Bill. It all came at one time. Exactly. It's going to come quick. And time is going by so fast. Another reason why, so that you receive it faster. It's no longer 3D. Why am I waiting again? They told me in 2018 I was moving to Maui, right? Well, now it is 7 years later. Am I a different guy? Totally. I understand it. But things are going so fast, I'm going, okay, do I need to prepare? Do I not need to prepare? I'm just going along with the ride, right? Because that's what I'm being guided to do. Many, many people, I will tell you, have told me, Bill, you got to be involved in this. You got to be involved in this. And I met somebody last week in a reading that was like my sister. I mean, it was like, who the heck are you, right? She got it. She's like, Bill, no, people like us, we cannot get involved in the preparedness. I'm the talent. Said exactly. I'm the talent. It's their job to get everything else ready for me to pick up the dog and move to Maui. Buying a house. Whatever, right? Same way with most of us. When we interfere with it by doing stuff, right? By doing stuff. Well, I should. Really? Who told you that? Well, don't I need to do something? No. You need to keep yourself in guided meditation. You need to keep your job, if you have one, right? And flow. Keep yourself as clear as possible. As clear as possible. The thing is, it is going so fast that in June and July, it's going to be pretty great energy. Okay? There's only one time when it is going to be kind of wanky, and that is going to be at the end of June and July when Pluto and Uranus slide back into Pisces. No, Saturn and Uranus slide back into Pisces for like 3 months. Again, in a retrograde, right? So that's going to kind of be kind of wanky. But other than that, the next year is going to be pretty freaking good. Again, it's going to be a mess outside, okay? It's starting to fall in on top of them now. Things are starting to happen, which Spirit always said they were going to, and we'll see how they react, which probably is going to be in a negative sense, because they control everything. But again, we'll see. It's about our own private Idaho, right? It's about us. It's about our own individual as a collective, right? And I say that because this is what Spirit tells me all the time. Bill, you know that you're not an individual. Bill, you know the people in the memberships, you used to call them elements, are not individuals. They're a collective. And there's a collective on top of that, and a collective on top of that. And then it is the universal collective, which makes total sense because many, many times we forget, because I know people, right, that it's just us. It's not. It's not. Interestingly enough, on that, I've had more and more people, booking appointments that don't know that I don't know. Which again, I'm doing some extra things, putting reels out and things like that. But it's starting to get traction, which is kind of cool, right? They told me to do that. Bill, you need to do reels. Okay, just do graphics, Bill. Just do graphics. Okay. Do you need little videos? See, no, Bill. You just need to do graphics. So that's what I've been doing. See? So all of us are going to be not pushed, advised to change certain things in our life. Hey, Josephine. I have to take a nap too. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yes. But understanding that they're going to give us little things for us to do to enhance our journey. Okay? They're going to give us things. Again, it could be a meditation off from YouTube. It could be a meditation off of Facebook or somebody that you see on TikTok or whatever that you stop at and look at and go, oh, well, I feel that. Oh, gosh, I feel that too. Yeah. See? Because that's what it's about, is giving you little things as you're roaring through the next 6 months or so. And then we hit 2026. It's already June. What? Yeah. So what they want to say is this. As you start to allow yourself to flow more and more and more, your life is going to change exponentially. It's going to change completely. Understanding that you don't have any choice in the matter, you signed up for this. Understanding also that, oh my gosh, they're showing me us going through this portal with lights on the side. And, oh yes, big time. That is your escalator. That is your escalator. That is your moving walkway that all of us are on. It is taking us to the next point. Having us understand that this journey can happen multiple ways. It can happen multiple ways in sleep. It can happen in relaxation. It can happen at work. It can happen at all different times. They already know when the best time it is for them to transport you. Okay? This happens to me where I can be doing something and I will transport, and they will transport me to someplace else. Okay? And I have to stop and just go with it. Right? That's going to happen more and more with everybody else too. I know. The pressure on the body to transform, the pressure on the human to reach for 5D and higher is extremely important, not only for them, but for us. The front line of consciousness, the front line of action, the front line. Understanding that nobody has the same instructions. Everything is per person. Everyone's guides know exactly how they need to get there. Many will feel that it's punishment because it's not an easy road. That's only because they have not invested their time in what they're supposed to be doing. Life is about to change. Life is about to change to a point of reaching an amazing level of energy security that they never thought they would be at. The knowing of being there and truly being in awe of what they know, of what they're connected to, of how divine the experience has become. Ooh, big time. Left side has been crazy this week. Everyone, oh my gosh. It's like worms in my head. Like, yeah. They're saying everyone's experience is different but the same. They all have the same journey. It looks different to each individual person. Kind of like having 4 or 5 children in a family and they all have a different experience. Okay? Life is about to be grand. Life is about to be grand for all of us. It just depends upon the level, your level of grandness, depending upon what you have done to allow a higher level of grandness to come into your life. With the planets, with the three planets of 4 planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. I can't even say it. That planet, Uranus, thank you. The outer planets are all moving. All these planets have not moved in thousands of years at the same time. All the planets in the sign of Aries have never been together ever at the same time. This is massive transformation. This is absolutely the first time in our world on Earth that all of these planets are in one place at the same time. That is why Jupiter is in Cancer, because Jupiter in Cancer, Cancer's love. Cancer is loving. Cancer is just an absorbent and a crazy amount of love energy. And what is Pluto, or what is Jupiter, but expands it and sends it to the universe, sends it to us. Okay? Chimes. You're going to feel things that you've never felt before. You're going to see things you've never seen before. And you're going to be in amazement of who you become by the end of the year. Everything is so dynamic. Everything is in the right place at the right time. And we know about that, right? Everything happens right place, right time. Plain and simple. Your life is right place, right time. Constantly. Everyone is going to understand. People in the collective will be confused, but yet understand who they have become. Okay. Some may be transported out of Earth for a minute and then be returned. They're showing me planets. Again, astral travel. Okay. Oh, sheesh. Astral travel at night, but yet returned by morning. Astral travel at quiet times. They're showing me sitting on your couch and whatever, TV's off, whatever. You're just kind of chilling, reading a book or on YouTube or whatever you watch, and all of a sudden, because that is neutral time, neutral energy time normally. And you, let's say it's 7 o'clock at night or whatever, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a horrible day like today in Metro Detroit, where you're just chilling. There really isn't any agenda. You're reading a book, you're on YouTube, TikToks or whatever. And all of a sudden you find yourself someplace else. That's happened to me a number of times. Okay. That's going to be what's coming up in the next 2 months, maybe 3. Okay. They say, document your journeys, people, because if you do not document your journeys, you will not remember them. And you will wonder how you got here. Okay? Some will see the aliens be unveiled. Some will see, interesting. Some will see other energies that no one has seen before. Auras will be brighter. Because of Jupiter being in Cancer, which is love. If you are in a situation where your energy is down, do what you can to remove yourself from that energy. It's time to cut the branches off of the tree. It's time to cut the branches off of the tree. This is this is not the time to be in ego. This is not the time to be in your third dimensional half of yourself, because it will try and stop you from trimming the tree. And things will not move forward. Projects will not move forward in your life. Things that you're wanting are not going to progress in your life. They're going to make it a firm boundary, with Saturn being in Aries. Aries wants to play. Let's go. And Saturn's the dad and says, no, you're not doing that. No, you're not doing that. And again, it's a 13-year-old child wants to go and, no, you're not doing that. This is the boundary. Mom's like, you're not doing that. That is Saturn. Okay? That is Saturn. It's very, very comfortable having you in 3D, kind of like ego. Kind of like ego. It's okay with you being there because you're safe. But Aries is like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going here. I'm going here. Right? And astral travel is part of that. Okay? And that's simply because sometimes they need to entice us, Spirit says. Sometimes they have to give us a vision or an experience or an energy that makes us go, what is that? What they wish would change is we're giving this energy and they're not recognizing it. We're giving them this experience and they're not recognizing it because they're so deeply in their head in survival mode and trying to survive in a place they need to thrive. Again, your life is changing okay, so they just gave me this. Weird. Many of the people who got let go from the government are on their spiritual journey. They needed to break away from that source of energy to continue their transformation into who they're supposed to be. It's a massive collection of humans in this country alone. They don't look at it as being a blessing. They look at it as being a curse, but it's not. It is not at all. It is not at all. And they will find that soon enough. Hence why June and July are going to be fantastic. Yes, lots of opportunities. Their energy shifts. They're able to connect deeper. Connect deeper with Source and understand exactly what they're receiving or bringing up where they never knew before. They never knew before what that was. Hence why it's exhausting today. That's hence why it's happening. Hence why it happened. Okay? That's a fight or flight energy. It's a fight or flight energy. Very 3D. As the foundation begins to crumble. But those people will join the collective, and they keep showing me females. There's got to be some males in there too, but no, mostly females. They will join the collective, all with a different set of plans on what their future looks like. Interesting. Hang on. Okay. Children are being ignited. They're being connected. They're soon going to be talking about things that their parents have never heard of. Chatter. Playing with, they believe, imaginary friends. Talking to imaginary people. Talking to or channeling things that their parents have never even thought of unless they've seen someone who is in ascension. Okay? Women will lead the collective into the future. Men will follow. That is the 2,000 years of feminine energy for the next 1,995 years, 96 years. And they want to remind everybody that we talked about this before, about people moving, about people going on vacations they never thought they'd go on, people traveling, people doing all these things that they never would have an idea of, and they're free to do them. They are free. Again, they show traveling by car, traveling in a camper, on a plane, on a ship, right? The time of discovery is now. The time of discovery is now. And as you are turned on, as you're processed, as we put you in the right place at the right time to ignite you, you'll have all of this energy, all of these feelings, all of these thoughts about being free, about being free. And growing into your position of power, all right? But yet the bottom hasn't fallen out yet. So we all know that all of you have to have jobs, have to have money, have to work. But tying this into your work life, tying into this into your lifestyle, is what you will know and feel that you need to do. You will stop working and giving away your power, meaning after your job is done, people staying late at night, okay? Also, you will have more organizational ability. You will have more speaking ability. All your abilities will absolutely go up 1,000% with quantum energy. You will know more. And your reservoir is going to grow. Your knowledge reservoir is going to grow. And you'll be 100% tapped into that reservoir. You'll believe it comes from here, but it actually comes from here in your heart, in your body. Once you get your mind and your heart on the same page, everything will skyrocket. Everything will skyrocket. And breathwork can help you do that when you are in a place of employment. If you are in a place of 3D. They just showed me the grocery store. They showed me the department store. They showed me the mall, in a restaurant, okay? You're going to feel overwhelmed at some time. You're going to feel overwhelmed with energy at some place, some time. And that is so that you can recognize I gotta get rid of this cough. Who you are at that point in time. Does that make sense? Right? Those are not challenges. Those are not tests. Those are not anything. They are to get you to understand that you're ultimately protected, that you're surrounded by white light at every moment of your day, and so is your family. Many believe that they have to extra protection, when you do not. If it makes your ego feel better, if it makes your third dimensional person feel better, then go ahead and do it. But we've got you. All of your spirit guides, your guardian angels have got you. Archangels are our leaders. Archangels are our leaders. We're all connected in the same courting process. Your life is your own, but you're programmed to save the world. You're programmed to save humanity. You're programmed to do this work effortlessly, as needed, as needed. Many of you will have more and more contact with your guides, all right? And possible other beings, and also archangels, guardians. And many will see unicorns and dragons for the first time in the next 2 years. You will think you're hallucinating, but when you are in the fifth dimension, the energy is such. It is such. Because you retain it, you hold it. You're in this space of evolution. You're in this space of being a conqueror. You're in the space of having energy that serves you. Which the energy in 3D, if you are a grown adult, has never served you. It was a challenging, impossible energy to win in. Got you. So much right here. Many of you will be confused on which to do because you're confused and afraid, but you will make the transition to 5D. With or without people. With or without people. But you'll be less tolerant of people that no longer serve you. You'll be very, very surprised at who you let go of. And those people will try to reconnect to you. Okay? Because their ego demands that they do. And that's simply because you're usually the caregiver. You're usually the neutral party that they can come in and be friends with, but yet not change, they're showing like, they're showing me body parts changing, right? Minds changing. And those people are not guided to that yet. Yet. Okay? Yeah, okay. So what they're showing me now is, in a movie, let's say, if they're in New York City and they're on the L, the subway, of things going by so fast, zoom, 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 because the trains are kicking, right? That's what they're showing me about our lives. Is it just going to be boom, then choo, 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 choo. And we've seen some of that. We have seen some of that. Okay, so they want to talk. And in that process, they have you in a space of peace and calm. They have you in a place of suspension. Showing you without fear where you're going, but you don't see the destination. You just feel because you're on the subway, right? Or you're in a bullet train or whatever. You will also start to see, this is interesting, shaded color in your vision. Shaded color in your vision. Okay? They're showing me like violet and pale yellow and pale pink, pale blue, golden color, silver color. And that is not to abstract your view. That is to show you the energy. Oh, sheesh. How freaking cool is that? Show you the energy that you're in, that you just passed into, that you're in the middle of. It will never be dark and dingy or third dimensional at all. It will be beautiful, vibrant colors that shade you, that shade your vision so that you can understand and put two and two together. I'm feeling like this and this is why. I'm feeling like this and this is why. I'm feeling like this and this is why. Your brain will also function much faster. Your brain will also is already in the process of being upgraded. The tingles that Bill was feeling is upgrading the left side of his human brain. And we think it's cute when people when people get the shivers. They get the chills, right? It's funny where people get them. Some people will get them on their arms. Some people will get them on their legs. They'll get them inside their bodies. Or most common is the head area along the spine. Humans are made that way. Many of you are remembering the energy that comes from your base chakra and ends up at your crown and then exits the top of your head and connects to the universe, connects to the divine. Don't play with their nose. Whew, man. Okay, something about, I know spirit, something about knowing what the colors mean when they shade you. Oh my gosh, spirit, come on. Many will teach that simply because people will going to a doctor trying to find out why am I seeing these colors, and they'll be like, we have no idea. We have no idea. We have no idea. Oh, interesting. Humans will find their color. Humans will find their color that they are able to interesting. They'll be able to find their color when they're in a non-perfect situation, non-perfect energy. Let's say 3D, upper 3, lower 3, middle 3, or lower 4. For a feeling of security, for a feeling of knowing. Some will start out with 3 or 4 colors, trying to find the one that matches the energy that they're feeling in their body and their heart. Kind of like, remember the Viewmasters when we were kids? Put the little disc in there and then you went through the pictures and stuff like that? That's what they're showing me. If you don't understand what that is, you'll probably have a different way of realizing it. But yeah. Something, okay, of course they do. All the colors mean something. Again, we hear about the violet flame, the orange flame, the citrus flame, right? The sunshine flame, all of these different energies that are encompassed inside of us that we go through every single day, but in third dimension, we don't feel them, we don't see them until we do. Until we do. That will be a shock to some people. That will be a shock to some people. Especially if they see red, black, brown, a deep yellow like mustard. Because human has been warned those are danger signs. Those are danger signs. And they will only come to people who have not done their work. Who have not done their work. Not to scare them, but to get them to understand that, well, how come my friend Josie, she's got purple, green, and yellow, and I got freaking red or mustard yellow. Or why is that? Well, that's because you don't do what you need to do in your spiritual daily practices. Angel's been experiencing colors, and she's gotten silver. Okay? The reason that things seem more vibrant in your world is because they're preparing your heart connecting to mind of what the colors will mean when you attract them, when you see them, when you notice them. It could be a whole room of violet, but no one sees it but you. And when you see those, if you do not know why, that's when you have to Google them. Again, we have to participate in the transformation. You have to. Have to. Or they will make your life hell. Trust me. Been there, done that. If you think you're going to coast, not going to happen. If you think you're going to not have to do anything and still, no. Again, all these aspects we've talked about earlier today about the planets, you will get none of them. You'll be like, Bill, I thought you said it's going to be like this. Well, what are you doing? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you I get it, Spirit. Are you replenishing your water? Are you eating good food? Are you doing your guided meditations twice a week? Are you putting yourself first, meaning with body, mind, spirit, right? That you have to calm yourself down, that you have to get enough sleep, that you have to be in that lifestyle. Somewhat. Not 100% because we're not ready yet, right? But you have to be doing something that when you do a guided meditation and you're inhaling the air through your nose and elongating your exhale and you reach that peak of being lightheaded, you should have a care in the freaking world. Not in the world. But do you? Do you experience that? If you don't experience that when you're meditating, you're not breathing deep enough. Okay? And the reason that is so very, very important because it suspends ego. It suspends your mind. Does ego try to flip in it? Oh, it tries to flip in there all the freaking time. It happened to me this morning with the quantum energy. Oh my God, people that I've not even talked to in 30 years. Just boom, boom, boom. My mother. Mom, what are you doing here? Again, it wasn't my mother. It was ego inserting my mother into my meditation because my ego knew where I was at in my energy. And wanting to pull me back down. No, you can't go up there because, no, I don't know what that is. You can't go up there. Okay, so who's going to be the one that's going to capture you? Your mom. Your mom's there. Mom, no. Ego, stop. Ego, stop. I can say that out loud. Ego, stop. Just stop. And guess what? It goes away. Because who controls my ego? Me. Who controls my guides? Me. They work for me. Me. All of ours do. They're ours. They've never been anybody else's. They're ours. Through every single lifetime, they're ours. That's how they know everything about us. So you have to take control of what you can take control of that has to do with you. Because you're the talent. They're the ones who tell you how to be the talent, how to get to that place in 5D. Leadership or not. Because when you freak out about the freaking colors of the freaking rainbow, right? Again, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you can't fight that. You can have rainbow all night long and it'll keep you half awake. They wake up between 2 and 4 o'clock. Poking your arm or poking in your head, playing around in your crown chakra or your third eye to wake you up. Then you go, oh my God, are you kidding me? No. Yeah. Because you don't participate with them enough. Talking to them enough. Allowing them to guide you enough. that's the whole part of doing your guided meditations, speaking out loud, asking for what you want, what you want, what you want, not what you need, what you want. And believing that you deserve it and it will come. Every human being is doubtful because we're over 12,000 years old. Our souls are old as dirt. And they know everything that happened to us from the first time we stepped foot on the freaking planet over 12,000 years ago in third dimension chimes. It knows. They know. It's an experiment. So they know how humans are going to react until we don't react like that anymore. And guess what they do? They upload all this amazing knowledge and energy. They turn it on, basically. You go, and Spirit has talked about this for years. All of a sudden, blah, 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 comes back to me. Where the hell did that come from? Well, guess what? Most people will go into shadow. Go into shadow. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what is that? Oh my God. And the first thing they do is text me, Bill, I think I got the devil inside of me. Bill, I got this thing. No, why would you say that? Well, because I just said these things, and oh my God, I can't believe they came out of my mouth, so something's got to be wrong, right? Well, no. If you're watching this program, you should know that. If you're watching anything spiritual on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or Insta, Blue Sky, no. You're in the middle of your transformation. And it's going to happen through 2030, okay? So as you go through this allowing, as you go through this flow, as you go through this nurturing yourself and making sure that you are taking care of yourself, and in that respect, they take care of you. A lot of people are going to have changes in diet. They're going to have changes in sleep pattern. They're going to have changes in water drinkage, right? Not drinking all of these things, not eating all of these things. 6 months, you're going to be surprised at who you are. And if you don't go by, it doesn't taste that good anymore. Maybe I've got something wrong with my tongue, because that's what people will go to. They want to stop eating it until they're really sick, or they tried it 5, 6, 7 times, especially alcohol, especially weed. I mean, big time. It doesn't sit well with your system anymore. Again, soda, chips, salsa. Again, lots and lots and lots and lots of processed junk food, right? I'm a freaking sugar addict, and I know that already. And I'm in the process of narrowing things down. But I eat a lot of sugar. I always have. Okay, am I addicted? Oh, for sure. But you can't just up and quit. It doesn't happen like that. You got to slowly. Again, I went from 20-ounce bottles of Mountain Dew to drinking 8 ounces of that a day. Right now, I get the little cans. Perfect. And I make myself not drink anymore, because there's no freaking bottle of Mountain Dew looking me in the face. Little things. Not buying things that I would normally buy. Hey, Lisa. And that's what you have to do. Again, if you have kids and things like that, it's kind of tough. But slow go when it comes to that kind of stuff. Understand, I'm 65, right? I've been eating sugar since I was a kid. To my mother's absolute disgust, right? I'll never forget, we could only eat candy on Saturdays. Well, Billy always had money. So my sister and I ate candy almost every day of the week. And of course, we have English teeth from my great grandmother, and we always had bad teeth. Yeah. I like sweets. My other family members, including my sister, they like savory things. I'm not a savory guy. Food does not excite me. I eat it for nourishment. But candy and pies and cakes and things like that, set me up. Set me a table full of that stuff, and I'll be like a pig and you know what. Yeah. See? So we all have our thing, right? We all have our thing. Again, smoking cigarettes. See? My mother tried the last 20 years of her life to stop smoking. Could not do it. She's been smoking since she was 12 years old. Plus all the baggage she had from childhood. But now that the energy's shifting, they'll cut you off. They gave me IBS, and it's slowly going away. Because I love pizza, and I love French fries, and I love burgers, and I love fried chicken, and all that stuff that's horrible for you when you eat it all the time. Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's. I lived on that stuff when I was in my 20s and 30s, and sometimes my 40s. Yeah, see? In retail. So again, they stop that for you, but not in the best way. So understand, everybody, that big changes come in the next 2 months, but fun changes, awesome stuff that you receive because you put it in your intentions when we did it earlier in the year. And guess what? Now we get to see each one of us receive a portion of what we asked for. Because we trust in the fact we're going to get some of it. Some of us are going to get all of it. Awesome. That's your soul journey, right? Everything is written, guys. Everything is written in your freaking soul contract, and it comes true to the T. Because who controls our freaking lives? They do. They know that they know how you are. Procrastination, blowing stuff off, getting inside of our head, inside of our heart, reliving stuff from past lives. Yeah. See? Again, most of us were in starvation mode in this past lifetime. Guarantee we were in starvation mode and struggle. That's why most people die before they were 40. Because they didn't eat any nutritious food when they were kids. People were very small, right? There's a woman here in my complex that she's 4'9". She reminds me of my mother. My mom was like 5 foot when she died in 1988, right? She came to my freaking chest. But she reminds me of my mom. It's so funny, right? But why is that? Because they didn't have enough to eat. Didn't have enough to eat. See? So all of us have had that in our past lives. All of us have. All of us have. And the cool thing is now that we have been nutritioned with enough food, most of us anyway. Some of us chose not to eat when we were kids. We're getting this upgrade into being a higher light being, and it will remind us of going home. Because we came from 5D into this experiment called 3D. So the closer that we get to that energy, and they're going to give it to you a little bit at a time. Because guess what? Humans are gluttons. And once we get a taste of it, we want it all. We want all of it. Makes us feel good. Makes us feel good. That's who we are. But understanding that right place, right time. Will we get a lot of, yes, we're going to get a lot of stuff that's going to flourish us, give us love, give us energy, give us everything we could possibly imagine. But we have to hold up our end of the bargain. Plain and simple, that's the way it is. It's the way it is. Yeah. So, don't forget about, we'll be back in a week, and that will be before Jupiter goes into Cancer. So we'll talk about more about that then. Every time I go to do a little video, Spirit's like, don't worry about that. I don't worry about that. Okay, fine. But anyway, if you guys would, I'm going to post this on YouTube right now. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to start it. If you could go over there and like it and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video, please. And I know Spirit is it. And get a damn YouTube feed if you don't have one. It's free. It's free. Okay? Because it's super important to have that. But like the video, subscribe, like the video, leave a little emoji, a little hi Bill, whatever in the comments, okay? And tell your friends about it. You know, tell your friends about it. $65 readings for half hours, ends the 31st of the month. Don't know what we're going to do next month. We're going to do anything at all. So it's up to them. So, yeah. So I will see everybody next week, Thursday at 3 o'clock, Coach for the Soul. Yeah, take it easy. Enjoy the weekend. It's going to be cold here in Detroit. It's going to suck. We're having a horrible spring. And going to go from this to being 99 degrees. It does almost every year for 2 months. And everybody's like complaining because it's too goddamn hot. Well, yeah. So anyway, see you next Thursday. Coach for the Soul, Thursday at 3. See you guys.